Hey guys, welcome back. Let's do a quick review of sunscreens I've emptied in the last 6 months. I'll be starting with my least favorite of the bunch, the Derma B Everyday Sunblock. This is a lightweight Korean sunscreen that absorbs into the skin pretty fast, leaving a very shiny, dewy finish which comes off as greasy. Sadly, my skin tanned whilst using this sunscreen, and the only reason why I clocked it was because I used it on my feet whilst wearing sandals, and within 48 hours, I had tan lines on my feet. It eventually took me like 2 months to clear those tan lines. Despite the greasy, shiny finish of the Derma B Everyday Sunblock, it easily comes off on exposure to just water and a good rub. So the water resistance claim in here is absent in my opinion. From personal experience, greasy sunscreens tend to have some level of water resistance, but this isn't one of them. Personally, I would only recommend this sunscreen for cold weather when the UV index is around a maximum of 3 thereabouts and there is no risk of sweating. If you're going to get the Derma B Everyday Sunblock, I advise you to proceed with caution and reapply every 1 hour, even if you're indoors with the windows open. Moving on. This is the 2023 version of the Skin Aqua UV Super Moisture Gel. This is a lightweight sunscreen that leaves no white cast on my skin and hardly turns milky when I sweat, which is a massive plus. On camera, it leaves a soft matte finish, but when I look in the mirror, the finish looks shiny. The only issue that I experienced with this sunscreen was that it made my skin feel tight and somewhat waxy, though it doesn't appear like that on camera. I was actively on tretinoin whilst testing this sunscreen, so maybe that was responsible for, the tightness. Maybe I would have felt more comfortable with a good moisturizer underneath the sunscreen. Either way, I really enjoyed this sunscreen and I look forward to buying it again. This is the Garnier Ambre Solaire Anti-Dark Spots and Anti-Pollution Super UV Sunscreen. I think this sunscreen might have been discontinued, but I might be wrong. It's a lightweight sunscreen that offers maximum protection against UVA, long UVA, and UVB. It leaves a zero white cast, soft matte to greasy finish on my oily skin. The finish of this sunscreen is about 90% similar to what I get from La Roche-Posay's and Therios Invisible Fluid SPF50+, with the main difference being that the invisible fluid needs a very good oil cleanser to rinse it off. A prolonged single cleanse or simple double cleanse will get rid of this Garnier sunscreen. Whilst the La Roche-Posay Invisible Fluid leaves a yellowish tint on my skin after sweating, the Ambre Solaire sunscreen leaves a dull white cast, which thankfully fades away after, I can find a fan to sit in front of for like a few minutes. I have no plans of repurchasing this sunscreen because of 1, the price tag, and 2, the white cast which it leaves on my skin on exposure to sweat. Moving on. This is my second time repurchasing this both Soltan Protect and Moisturize sun care spray, and I'm officially hooked. If I'm able to find a staple way of importing it into the country, it will replace the Sunscreen SPF50 sunscreen as my main sunscreen. It doesn't leave a white cast, and most importantly, it doesn't turn milky on regular exposure to sweat. The only issue that I have with this product is that despite the non-greasy claim, it is super greasy and somewhat sticky, so most people will not like it, but I absolutely enjoy using it. Moving on. Finally, let's talk about the BaliBody Hydrating Body Sunscreen. Just like Bondi Sands, this is an Australian brand of sunscreen that promises high UV protection with over 4 hours of water resistance. It blends in fast, leaving a zero white cast finish that doesn't turn white on casual to moderate sweating, which I love, like you guys know already. The dry touch technology claim in here seems to work in cool weather, as the sunscreen has a shiny and greasy looking finish once the heat starts to build up. Either way, this is a stunning sunscreen and I really enjoyed using it, but sadly it has been discontinued by the brand. Anyway, that's all I have to share with you guys in today's video. Don't forget to please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next skincare haul or skincare review. Yeah, bye guys.